The top stories for today. Former Chief Minister Nongthongbam Biren emphasizes building strong nation, demands collective efforts from its people, with unity being cornerstone in protecting motherland. And commemorating day on which Manipur gained independence from then British rule on August 14, 1947, several organizations celebrate Manipur Independence Day. Hello, a very good afternoon. You're watching Pm-Istv English News at 2. This is Soyofi giving you the news in detail. Former Chief Minister Nongthongbam Biren stressed that a strong nation can only be built through the united efforts of its people, who must work together to safeguard the country's interest. He made the statement while flagging off Har Ghar Tiranga rally organized by Bharatiya Janata Party BJP Hengang Mandal from his residential gate at Luang Sangbam. The rally was taken out along National Highway 2. President of BJP Manipur State A. Sharda, office bearers of BJP Manipur State and BJP Hengang Mandal too participated in the march. Former Chief Minister N. Biren urged widespread participation in the Har Ghar Tiranga rally, a key event leading up to Independence Day, aimed at promoting unity and strength across India. He also said the rally called for efforts to develop nationalism among the citizens.
British ki loilam sasindagi adunga 15 August ni maduga mari lainana khoi Bharatiya Janata Party ki adugumba Bharat ki Prime Minister oibiriba Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji ki makhada Har Ghar Tiranga yum thong khudingi machu hongi firan pairakanda adugumba Bharat basi khudibakta nationalism instill tonanaba madugi feelings lainanaba madugi wakhalon khananaba gi aduba message ngasi agi kendra dasu agi kendra gi yam graba karikata sing yauna aduga central party office ki president vice president general secretary nasingba kaya yauna khoi yam graba mayam amana adugumba bharat ki apunba gi saktam aduga akanba bharat ama oinanaba adugi concert to the Har Ghar Tiranga ko participate to bani aduga masi ke mari lena hayeng independence day ke mari lena mayam da haning masi nation ama adugi matik akan nation ama semba ji praja khoi da depend tawi and the praja khoi na lingjen manana irrespective of political affiliation ai na jo haibaduni khoi देश की दमकता सब मानना कोई मतलब लेमिन नब मथौ ताई अदुना कोई पुना मंगना सम हर घर तिरंगा अमदि हायंगे इंडिपेंडेंट डे से फजना पार्टिसिपेट तोरकांदा अकन ब भारत नम मपुंग खावा अपुन ब भारत नम सागत मतेंग पांगसी हैना अपील तौजन.
Commemorating the day on which Manipur gained independence, albeit briefly, from the then British Dominion on August 14, 1947, several organizations across the state celebrated Manipur Independence Day today. Secretary General of Serka Leshemba Meitei pointed out that the current situation bears a striking resemblance to the events of 1947, when the centre forcibly dissolved the popular government in Manipur, and lamented that history seems to be repeating itself. He made the statement during the observance of 78th Manipur Independence Day by Coalition of Indigenous Rights Campaign Manipur at KB Manaching. President of Serka Somorendro Thokchom, its Vice President Longjam Ratan, President of Women Association for Socio-Economic Development R.K. Tharaksana, President of Iramdam Kanba Apunba Lupnaure Mema Laima, President of KB Board Mokong Mairapaibi T.H. Inaucha, President of KB Salam Mairapaibi Sagol Shem Nganbiton, and Assistant Secretary of Irabot Memorial Trust KB A. Somorendro graced the occasion as the main guest. President of Serka T.H. Somorendro hoisted a flag embossed with Ibudo Pakhangba's papal during the observance. Lesangtem Leshemba Meitei further recalled that Manipur gained independence from the British rule a day before India did and adopted its own constitution. However, the then Manipur government was dissolved by the then Union government, and the history is repeating in Manipur with the appointment of security advisor. He also expressed disappointment over the present generation gradually forgetting that British granted independence to Manipur before India. He then called upon the centre to grant a special status to resolve the issues prevailing in the state of Manipur.
14 August asisasu ngasagi Indian Independence Act se British na pass tawkraba matungda 15 August ningkha tamba pirakpa matam adudaida Manipur se aikogi British Indian Empire gi native state ama oibanina hairiba Manipur ningkha tamba pirambasi adugumba August ki tang 13 gi ahing nongyaida GP state war na aikoida pibirame maram aduna August ki tang 13 gi ahing nongyai haibasi masi nonganjibu oibanina aikogi chanabida masi aikoi 14 August ni haiduna aduma aikoi logani adugi su matakta amu Manipur da ningkha tamba piba haibasi pung 12 chap chana pibanina Manipur standard time da pung 12 haibasi Indian standard time da di pung 13 tabada ngai bani madam aduna aikoi gi 14 August da India gi 15 August da ningkha tamba pinjingai gi mamang da 14 August da ningkha tamba piki phangki bani.
All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko also commemorated 78th Manipur Independence Day at its office at Kwakaitil. The dignitaries of the occasion, which included President of Amuko Nando Luang, President of Porai Leimarol Mairapaibi Apunba Manipur Sorai Sem Memcha, and President of All Manipur Women Voluntary Association Yumkhaibam Kunjara Nina, hoisted a flag embossed with Ibutau Pakhangba to mark the observance. Later, a public meeting was held at the office of Amuko. Addressing the gathering, President of Amuko Nando Luang highlighted that every year on August 14, Amuko has been commemorating the day on August 14, 1947, where Manipur regained its independence from British rule. The observance also serves as a reminder that Manipur had a long history as a sovereign kingdom before its merger with India, he said. He recalled the history where at the stroke of midnight on August 14, 1947, Manipur was liberated from the British rule and power passed from the British government to Maharaja Buddhachandra, the then king of Manipur. He also shared that Manipur has been facing uncertainty after the people witnessed the centre favoring armed groups based on certain community which has been making attempts to disintegrate Manipur. He said commemoration of Manipur Independence Day showed that the people of Manipur truly wish to live independently and not stand against the centre.
Lord Mountbatten ga Bharaki ning tamba taliba lusing basing aduga yanarga togi ba aduma mong na te khoi Manipur ning kha tam phangmisi British na Manipur apunba supai pai mi British na maning tamba Manipur gi maning tamba pirma matamda Maharaj Buddhachandra Manipur apunba gi maning tamba pirma ne ba sumaina Manipur na Bharat tin badasu Manipur gi apunba ina Bharat tin gi ne ba sumaina lai ba film jada kana gumbana sisi semdoga Manipur thugai na hona ba ada Manipur thugai na hona ba kangbu jingda kanglup yumphum phurupde yumphum moi ba khulai bai ba lo sing da Bharat sarkar na tongkhin ban man ba tongkhin bagi khudam kya miyam na phangba maduna maru naga Manipur ngasi di tangdu leita ba phiba mada phang leitre ba aduna ngasi Manipur gi miyam na ning tam bagi thoram pakchana pangthong ri ba kari gino hai kan da di masi ekoina ning tam ninge hai bagi Marsina Bharat ki mayok ta leini Bharat ki anti Indian wei wafam na chade akoi ning tam ne hingba mioi be maning tam ne hingba nungai bagi punchi ma hinga mada hingba pamjara bado kaya gi matik smai ning tam bagi nungai jagani hai ba wakhal ma phaunar baduna ngasi Manipur gi mafam kya da pak channa Manipur Independence Day gi thoram je pangthok nari bani.
Secretary of Education School Naurem Praveen has clarified that there is no shortage of teachers in Manipur government schools. He made the statement during the felicitation ceremony held for position holders and school toppers of government schools in examination conducted by COSEM at CC Higher Secondary School. Director of Education NG Bogindra, Controller of Exam Kosam Oinam Joy, Principal of CC School KH Memtombi, and President of Manipur Government Higher Secondary Lecturers Welfare Association L. Iswarjit Sharma too attended as dignitaries at the program organized by Manipur Government Higher Secondary Lecturers Welfare Association. Students of TG, CC and Iboton Sana Higher Secondary Schools performed the state song Sana Laibak Manipur to mark the opening of the felicitation program. 10 position holders and 27 school toppers of government higher secondary schools were honored with awards. Secretary of Education S. Naurim Pravin continued that at present there are 10,007 teaching and non-teaching staffs working under education school in Manipur. He informed that the teacher-student ratio in government schools across Manipur is 1:14, with 1.45 lakh students. As such, the state does not face a shortage of teachers. He emphasized that teachers should willingly accept their postings and prioritize nurturing young minds rather than focusing on seeking better or preferred postings during transfers.
Recruitment mi sama khan matam da yankai ma phum di Imphal East Network West gi lai adu then ekhoina cater tawdori school ma khaisi spread out everywhere adu transfer tawr matam da ozam khaisina aigi Imphal East gi thoi aigi Imphal West gi thoi swai da sum naire laigen haita that means ekhoi we are not doing justice and Manipur si exactly with non-teaching staffs exact number of teachers that we have is 10,007 as of now. Whereas in our schools, in government schools, we have 1,45,000. 1,45,000 is that 10,000 bani and over. Other than Ozaman, Senator is at the primary company. Then where is the lack of teachers? Ozawatu is solely. So then we have to sit down. I don't know, all stakeholders may have said, but we have to sit down. Manipur se aphabalami the porken haiter di Hogi bana hogre, lakadori matam sidadi. All of us we have to be very resolved, and then we have to take tough decisions, tough calls. Sanalipak dauna, sarga dauna CMC, sarga dauna phazam fam. Haina kone sahi mayam do. Aduga then makada tawri thaw mayam ne pura madi ulta ne tawri.
The bypass road connecting Chagbama, Kedima, Mao has been left in dilapidated condition owing to the landslide which occurred at Pisama in Nagaland on May 31st, and the incessant rain in the area has worsened the condition of the road. Manipur Drivers Association has now made an appeal to the drivers and owners to refrain from plying on the bypass road for 4 days, while informing that the road will undergo reconstruction during the said period. Speaking to media persons at a press meet held at the office of MDA at Kwakaitil, Secretary of MDA Sanjay Ketrimayum informed that under the aegis of Northeast Federation of Trade Union and with the support of local MLAs, MDA along with Senapati Truck Owners Association, Senapati District Truck Drivers Union and Manipur Gorkha Motor Workers Union have been repairing the bypass road for easy commute of the trucks transporting essential goods. The 27-kilometer stretch of Kedima to Mao bypass road has deteriorated badly due to the incessant rain hitting in the region for the last few days, and it has affected the good trucks plying on the road, he said. MDA and the Drivers Association resolved to repair the bypass road and begin the reconstruction from yesterday, he added.
Ngasi mak hariba lambi asi nongna leptana susanbana mara moraga gari sing khali chapabu oro lot lakpabu oro masida khudong sa daba kaya ama mayong na ba lambi sida gari namjan ba putha ba iban wari lai bak thibidi ga haido puna chingba yapsala puna mara moraga gari sing asibu makata na nungai na yaifana tekta kaida na magi panthungam jongna ba hona asi haibigi wakalo lamada sapi ba gari sing asi matam kharani gi oina haibidi yamna kuibana te nami marini kaki ngasi dagi tharaga lakado ba nami marini phokidi sapi ba gari sing khali bu ro lot pu ro lambi pari ngasi da lepiu haina gari gi driver sing amaso owner ji gi mafam da Manipur Driver Association na nuluksari.
Let's look at the national news. The Supreme Court today reserved order on the pleas to stay the directions passed by a two-judge bench on the 11th of August to remove the stray dogs in Delhi National Capital Region to shelter homes. The three-judge bench comprising Justice Vikram Nath, Justice Sandeep Mehta and Justice N.V. Anjaria heard the matter after two-judge bench comprising Justice J.P. Pardiwala and Justice R. Mahadevan took suo motu order to remove all stray dogs and shifted to shelters. The judgment comes after some lawyers mentioned before the Chief Justice of India that earlier directions were in conflict with the previous orders passed by other benches. We have updates of international. European leaders have urged US President Donald Trump not to strike a unilateral Ukraine peace deal with Russian President Vladimir Putin during their one-on-one meeting on Friday in Alaska. The warning came during a virtual summit convened by German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, which included US President Donald Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and several European leaders, as fears mounted that Putin would take the war on his terms. Speaking after the virtual call, which Trump described as a very good, he assured leaders that after the summit talks, he would immediately inform them about the outcome. The leaders of Ukraine, France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Finland, NATO and the European Union had taken part in a virtual meeting with Trump. A second, broader meeting of the Coalition of the Willing attended by the US Vice President J.D. Vance followed the initial leaders' summit. Following the meetings, President Zelensky said that leaders agreed on 5 key principles to guide any future negotiations in Alaska, including a focus on a ceasefire and truly reliable security guarantees. A quick recap of the headlines once again. Former Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren emphasizes building strong nation demands collective efforts from its people, with unity being cornerstone in protecting motherland. And commemorating day on which Manipur gained independence from then British rule on August 14, 1947, several organizations celebrate Manipur Independence Day. That's all we have for now. Thank you for watching. See you at 4 with additional updates.